Just one drive through Stanley Park is enough to notice. Bare patches littered with stumps, felled trees, red tape, and dying evergreens with needles turning brown. This is all evidence of a multi-year-long infestation of the western Hemlock Looper moth, which began in 2019. A native pest to BC, the looper moth feeds on the leaves of many local coniferous species, including western hemlock, western red cedar, Douglas fir, and cypress, resulting in defoliation and stress for the tree. It is rare for the moth's damage to outright kill an affected tree. However, if a tree is facing multiple stressors, a moth could be the final nail in the coffin. Stressors for local trees include drought, wildfires, and extreme weather switches, such as flooding, extreme wind, and rapid changes in temperature or unnatural annual temperature patterns. Clearly, these stressors aren't limited to Stanley Park, and beyond city limits, we can see that huge swaths of BC forests are facing devastating impacts from looper moth infestations. However, unlike Stanley Park, these forests lack the same amount of care and oversight to help cushion the blows. Additionally, with these forests being second growth and third growth, as they are defoliated and die off, they will add further fuel to future forest fires. The Stanley Park Hemlock Looper Impact and Wildfire Risk Assessment Report 2024 notes that these droughts and additional stressors have contributed to the length of the looper moth outbreaks, as normal infestations last for about 3 years, not 5. According to the report, as of April 2023, approximately 30% of the trees greater than 20 centimeters in diameter in Stanley Park have been killed or severely defoliated by looper defoliation, and an additional 36% have been moderately defoliated. They additionally note that beyond the western hemlock trees, the pest's main food source, the western red cedars and Douglas fir in the park have been heavily impacted as well. This hints at a much larger and serious problem affecting the park as well as BC's forests as a whole, that the most dangerous impacts of the climate crisis aren't the immediate issues we can see, but the tipping points and feedback loops that ripple outwards in our fragile ecosystems. As we've seen with extreme and unpredictable weather, the initial effects, while certainly challenging, pale in comparison to the long-term consequences, which last within our wild spaces and habitats for years to come. As Stanley Park and forests across BC continue to succumb to a non-invasive pest from the pressures of ecosystem collapse, we have to be alert to how that too will ripple outwards. The result will be a weakened native bird habitat from lack of nesting and food sources, further erosion of soil due to a lack of roots to hold it in place, and increased impacts of extreme heat due to a loss of overstory. The Vancouver Park Board has taken many steps to mitigate the damage and spread of the looper moth throughout Stanley Park, much of which is visible even on a brief drive-through on the main road. Limiting perspective to immediate effects and solutions within a specific location prevents one from thinking about the border and more intersectional effects of and solutions for the way we are being hit by the climate crisis. Possible solutions we at SFU or even within the larger communities in Vancouver can take to aid in intersectional and far-reaching environmental action can include joining or supporting local environmental activist movements such as SFU 350, the David Suzuki Foundation, or the Rainforest Action Network, and staying involved and active in municipal and provincial climate policy. Another action can be simply taking the time to educate yourself on the importance of our local ecosystems, as well as the intersectional environmental destruction of Indigenous stewardship through colonization. Some good reading options include Finding the Mother Tree by Suzanne Simard, Gathering Moss, and Braiding Sweetgrass by Robin Wall Kimmerer.